everybody talks to himself. When he is alone, you observe anybody, including ourselves. We talk to ourselves. So, though it appears to be strange and funny on stage, but it is the real fact of life. Shakespearean dramas are consisting of the living characters. We can find all of them even now in and around us. In fact, some of the times we feel that they are traits of the human beings. A mixture of the characters put together, all the characters also you can find in one person. Like Shylock, an embodiment of jealousy. Who doesn't have jealousy? Antonio, I'm speaking of only Merchant of Venice, I don't want to discuss all the plays. Antonio, a person known for his sacrifice. Bassanio, a young personality who takes things for granted. Gratiano, a true comedian, a well-wisher of the hero. So, all these things will be present in one person. Every person is having all these qualities. And further, he was very popularly known as pulse reading poet. And this is clearly portrayed in Julius Caesar. In Julius Caesar, Caesar will be assassinated by a troop, Cassius, Casca, Brutus and others, and his dead body will be taken to the Senate Hall to reveal that he has been killed. Caesar is the king, emperor. So all the mob comes there. So to face the mob and to tell that all the conspirators, they push Brutus to address the mob. Brutus starts, countrymen of Rome, I love Caesar, I love Rome more. So for sake of Rome, he tells them, for sake of Rome, I have killed Caesar, who is very ambitious and selfish. And mob hails him. And mob starts saying, Hail Brutus, Brutus the Great. They applaud him. At that time, Mark Antony is another friend of Julius Caesar. He seeks permission from them to speak on and address the people. Cassius bluntly hesitates rather, but Brutus permits him. Antony observes the conditions. The people are totally supporting Brutus because he has impressed them and with his speech in such a manner. So Mark Antony also tries to impress the people that Caesar is really great, and it is all, he was killed or assassinated by the conspirators because they were all jealous of him. And he starts slowly, very gently. He tells them, friends, Romans and countrymen, lend me your ears. He tells them, come I to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Because they were all against, when the Brutus said, he is selfish, they hail Brutus. The mob feels that Caesar is selfish. He starts, I speak not to disapprove what Brutus spoke. And then he goes on telling, speaking of the greatness, slowly tries to impress the people. And he turns the entire mob against the conspirators. And he tells them that Caesar is so great, and it is very unfortunate they have killed him, they have assassinated him only out of jealousy, and provokes the mob against the conspirators. So the mob particularly, the pulse reading of the mob was the best projected in that scene that was popularly known as funeral oration. Similarly, there are many scenes like that, and some of the characters, in Macbeth, Lady Macbeth is one among the major characters, wife of Macbeth, who encourages Macbeth to kill Duncan. And he follows her instructions, everything happens, he kills him, and finally he becomes, so when he becomes so depressed with the antecedents, when somebody comes and informs him that Lady Macbeth is no more, then he utters the great sentence, this or else life is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury signifying nothing. He realizes what it is. But he is responsible for that. He is responsible for his fate. He is responsible for the villainy. So like that, where in every situation he lives, his characters live, and he has created the scenes of the drama in such a manner that for the readers themselves, when we go through the drama seriously, when we study, the scenes appear before our eyes. We do not know, because we have not seen those plays, how many actors have done justice to these great roles. He is eternal. He is great. And he is a great philosopher also. He was known for his literary philosophy. And he was the best in his days. Not only in his days, he remains best forever, as long as English literature remains. His characters remain as long as the world remains. And Ben Jonson rightly commented that Shakespeare is not a person of an age, but of all times. He remains the great. That's the reason why in the entire literature there are so many greats. So many. We can name Byron, Milton, Wordsworth, Coleridge, Emerson, Percy Shelley, Keats, so on and so forth. There are so many. Johnson, Ben Jonson, Samuel Johnson, Boswell, but he remains ultimately the best dramatist. He lives as long as the English literature remains in life. These are some facts of William Shakespeare, the great. Let's pay our tribute to them, the great author, the great poet, the great playwright, the great dramatist. He remains an eternal. Thank you. Thanking one and all.